Do you want to come show your haircut? Come here. What's that?
Time come over.
You want Simon to come over?
Yeah.
Did you love that Queen Emma came to visit us today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine being 5 years old, kicked out of kindergarten, and bragging about it like it's a trophy. That's exactly what Kylie Kelce's daughter Wyatt did, confidently telling Aunt Taylor Swift her story, while Kylie tried to disappear into the background. Today, we'll unpack why that moment exploded online and what it teaches us about childhood confidence, parental shyness, and the art of storytelling. Quick challenge. Think back. What's the boldest thing you ever said to an adult when you were little? Drop it in the comments. Your story might just outshine Wyatt's.
Look at me.
What?
Over here, in person.
What?
What's on Mom's eyes? Hey, quiet boy.
Why would a kindergartner brag about being kicked out instead of hiding it? For Wyatt, the story wasn't about shame, it was about adventure. Kids often see trouble as a badge of independence, not a mistake. In the real world, that kind of confidence shifts how they carry themselves in classrooms, sports, even friendships. Instead of shrinking, Wyatt expanded. The takeaway? Reframe your own slip-ups as stories of resilience. What looks like failure today can transform into tomorrow's favorite anecdote. Boldness rewrites embarrassment.
Please. I see. You can have that. You can take it. Hey, come here. Why do you guys come in here and raid all the boxes?
Mom, no.
Bye.
How come you didn't put my ghost one up there?
Oh, why? That's such a good... Oh, Emma, remember when you said you needed new artwork? Ta-da! Okay, bye! Wyatt, take the little house! Wyatt, take the little house! Please?
Here's the twist. Wyatt wasn't just telling her mom. She was telling Taylor Swift. And when kids sense an audience they admire, they perform bigger, louder, prouder. Real life mirrors this. The presence of someone we respect changes the energy of how we tell our stories. To a child, an approving laugh from a hero can feel like the ultimate validation. The takeaway? Seek out the right audience for your story. Supportive listeners don't just hear you, they elevate you. Confidence multiplies in company. Picture it, Kylie Kelce quietly sinking into her chair while Wyatt blurts out her expulsion tale with absolute pride. Adults feel secondhand embarrassment, but kids? They feel invincible. This generational flip is common. Parents worry about judgment, while children thrive on attention. In everyday life, it's the same when you present an idea at work or share a mistake with friends. Some hide, some shine. The takeaway? Borrow a child's lens. Instead of fearing reactions, treat them as part of your performance. Confidence is contagious. Every family has that one kid, the truth teller who blurts out the unfiltered reality. Maybe it was you, maybe it was your sibling. Wyatt filled that role in her family's viral moment. That honesty can charm people just as easily as it can embarrass. In the real world, we remember those people because they cut through filters. The takeaway? Don't always sand down your rough edges. Sometimes the most memorable thing you can offer is unvarnished truth. Honesty doesn't fade. What if embarrassment isn't weakness at all, but a quiet shield? Kylie's shyness in that moment didn't make her smaller, it showed her empathy. She was reading the room, feeling how Wyatt's words might land and choosing restraint. In daily life, we often confuse shyness with insecurity. But it can actually be a superpower, a way of protecting both yourself and others from unnecessary spotlight. The takeaway? Don't dismiss shyness, use it as a tool for reflection. Sometimes stepping back is the strongest move. Here's the fascinating part. Taylor Swift has mastered the art of handling viral, unscripted moments. Wyatt, without even knowing, created one for her. Both facts together prove one thing: confidence creates stories people remember. Whether on a stadium stage or at a family dinner table, boldness shapes the narrative. The takeaway? Pair courage with timing, and you can turn any slip-up into a legend. Confidence plus presence equals legacy. Imagine Wyatt announcing her badge of honor as Taylor bursts into laughter. In that instant, the story shifted from misbehavior to comedy. Humor has that power. It reframes what could be shameful into something unforgettable. Families often do this without realizing a punishment today becomes tomorrow's inside joke. The takeaway? Choose to laugh at your past mistakes. When you control the punchline, you control the story. Humor heals faster than judgment. Psychologists often say, children use storytelling to test social boundaries. Wyatt wasn't just bragging, she was testing. Would Taylor treat her tale as funny or as serious? That reaction mattered more than the event itself. Adults do the same when they tell confession stories at parties, gauging reactions for approval. The takeaway? Reactions matter more than perfection. If you want to build trust, respond with curiosity, not criticism. Validation builds resilience. What if Kylie's shyness wasn't embarrassment at all, but strategy? By shrinking back, she may have been giving Wyatt the stage intentionally. Parents often do this, letting kids own the spotlight so they can learn how to handle attention. In real life, leaders do the same with their teams. Step aside so others can grow. The takeaway? Sometimes silence is guidance. Holding back creates space for others to rise. Now, quick question for you. If you were Taylor in that moment, how would you respond? Laugh, scold, or cheer Wyatt on? Drop your answer in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more cultural deep dives like this one. Here's the catch. Kicked out of kindergarten sounds dramatic, but in most cases, it's not permanent expulsion, it's a short separation or redirection. Kids exaggerate for effect, while adults tend to downplay to save face. That contrast fuels the comedy. In everyday life, perspective shapes the story more than facts do. The takeaway? Pay attention to how you frame your experiences. Drama or downplay both can shift perception. Perspective is power. Picture a family dinner 10 years from now. Wyatt retells the story, adding more details, while everyone laughs louder each time. Childhood anecdotes have a way of snowballing into family folklore. They stop being about the event itself and start becoming about the performance of retelling. The takeaway? Be intentional with your family stories. What you choose to laugh about today becomes a legend tomorrow. Stories outlive the moment. Think about those viral "kids say the darndest things" clips that sweep across the internet. Wyatt's brag fits right into that tradition. A private family slip instantly becomes public entertainment once it's shared or repeated. That's the reality of life in a digital-first world. Family moments no longer stay at the dinner table. The takeaway? Assume that any story told today could end up amplified tomorrow. Protect what matters, but laugh at the rest. Virality doesn't ask permission. What if adults learned from a child's unapologetic pride? Wyatt didn't wait for approval before declaring her story. She owned it. Too often, we stall until everything feels perfect. Confidence doesn't work that way. In work, relationships, or creativity, it's the bold first step that makes the difference. The takeaway? Tell your story before it's polished. People connect with authenticity more than perfection. Imperfect courage wins. Here's a striking overlap. Taylor Swift built her career by turning personal experiences into powerful stories. Wyatt, without knowing it, did the same, transforming mischief into a performance. Two storytellers, different stages, same instinct. One fills stadiums, the other fills a living room. The takeaway? Storytelling doesn't depend on age or scale. It's about shaping raw moments into meaning. Big or small, stories drive connection. Now imagine Kylie leaning in, whispering, "Not now," while Wyatt only doubles down, voice louder, grin wider. That's the paradox of restraint. Sometimes the more you try to contain a moment, the stronger it bursts free. Families, classrooms, even workplaces all face this dynamic. The takeaway? Don't always fight the chaos. Sometimes leaning into the moment diffuses tension faster than resistance. Resistance fuels persistence. Child development experts often note, children seek validation from heroes outside their parents. That's why Wyatt aimed her story at Taylor, not Kylie. Approval from a role model outside the family carries unique weight. In adulthood, this doesn't change. Mentors, bosses, or even audiences influence how we tell our stories. The takeaway? Choose your role models carefully. Their reactions shape not just your confidence, but your identity. Validation directs growth. Here's a thought. Today's viral kid moments often resurface years later. Wyatt may one day revisit the story when she's older, reframed as part of her public identity. In a world where childhood moments live online forever, stories become digital heirlooms. The takeaway? Treat every story you share as if it might return years from now. Be intentional. Memory is permanent. From Kylie's quiet shyness to Wyatt's fearless brag to Taylor's amused reception, we see 3 versions of storytelling in one snapshot: caution, boldness, and celebration. Each role matters. Caution reminds us to be thoughtful, boldness pushes us forward, and celebration makes the story stick. The takeaway? Don't fight your natural style, blend it. Whether you lean shy, bold, or somewhere in between, your story has power when you own it. Authenticity wins every time. So, what does this moment teach us? That even a kindergartner's brag can spark lessons about confidence, family, and the power of narrative. Kylie shielded, Wyatt declared, and Taylor amplified, and together, they created a viral family legend. If you enjoyed unpacking this story, stick around. Next, we'll dive into another surprising moment where family dynamics collided with fame in unforgettable ways.